back today with another video. But before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Also, if you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure to turn those notifications on because you do not want to miss out on any of my videos. This will be a two-part video, but I wanted to come and show you guys what this unit looks like straight out of the box because this is something new from the company MyqualityHair. Of course, I'm going to make sure to leave all of the details down below, but I have the unit right here. This is what the box is looking like. Let me see if I can, there it goes. So it's just a pink box with the name on it, and I'm just going to read you guys the specs on this unit because it is a lot and I do not want to leave anything out. So this is their new upgraded clear lace clean hairline pre-brush pre-defined coily curly 13x6 lace front wig, and it's supposed to have the undetectable skin melt lace. And this one is Indian virgin hair. It is the length 18 inches. It is 150% in density. I do have a small cap size. And it just states that this unit is pre-brushed and pre-defined, and you don't have to go in and define any of the curls. So the unit just comes in this little bag right here, and they give you 2 clips. They gave me a rat tail comb, and they also give you a wig brush. MyQuality always gives a bunch of goodies, which I love. I'm just gonna open this up, and then the unit does come in this little bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. And at first I was gonna just make this one part, but I have already decided to wash my unit, and I didn't want to wash my unit and then you guys not see what it looks like straight out of the package. Just in case you do want to style yours and kind of be ready to go, you are able to do that. So this unit does have 2 combs on the side. It also has a comb in the back, your adjustable straps, and you do have your removable elastic band. And this is what the curls look like. I have not messed with them. This is straight out of the bag. This unit does come with a pre-plucked hairline. I'm not sure if the lace is bleached, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna throw this on real quick. And I'm liking that this is a small because I don't want this to be too floppy on my head. These coils are really pretty on this unit. Like, I really don't want to mess up the coils, but this is what the hairline is looking like. Obviously, they did pluck it out enough and it's thin enough to where you can see my cap. So when I do go in and style this unit, I'm gonna have to make sure my cap is looking right because it's going to peek through, and I don't want that, or I'm gonna have to go in with a darker cap. The reason why I said that I'm gonna wash this unit is because the roots are straight, and so I just feel like if I go in and define my parting space, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to end up messing all this up and then having to kind of brush it out. And I'm not sure if I care how that looks. I just think this would have been nice if they would have pre-parted this for you. Like if they gave you the option to choose if you wanted to part it in the middle, the left, or the right. So you don't have to go in and mess with the root area, because when that happens and you start like moving the curls around, like I don't even want to mess up these coils because these coils are just so realistic. You guys know when you wash it, it's not going to stay the same curl pattern. It's just not going to happen. And I like to see what it's going to look like after, because realistically we're all going to end up washing our units. So I just gotta see. Yeah, I think I am gonna end up going in and doing the customizations like I said. I feel like the front of the hairline looks good. You don't have to do nothing to that, but I do want to go in and kind of, you know, pluck out the hairline a little bit more on the sides, just kind of open it up a bit. Lightly bleach the knots. They do not need a deep bleach at all because they're already very small. And then I think I'm gonna wash this and set this on my mannequin head. Of course, I'm gonna come back with the part 2 so you guys can see everything that I did and see how this unit looks. styling this unit and it is looking good. Shout out to the hairline and this lace for giving what it is supposed to give. So good. It is definitely giving natural realness and I am here for it. I'm loving the way that the curls turned out after I washed it and also after I defined them. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't look good straight out of the package because I love the way those coils looked. However, I knew that I was going to want to kind of do a middle part, and the minute that I moved that parting space around, I felt like it was just going to mess everything up and I wasn't going to be able to get those curls back the way that I wanted. Like I stated in the beginning of the video, I really wish that they would offer to go ahead and pre-part this, like in the left, the right, or the middle, just so that you don't have to break through those coils. And because it does have a straighter root area, that was my main concern. Like, I'm gonna have to press this out, it's gonna look different, and then the coils are gonna be just kind of all over the place, and I didn't want them to do that. So I opted to go ahead and wash and style my unit. The texture on this still looks very good. I mean, these curls look good, y'all. Like, I really can't even say too much about them. They look really good. The density on this is nice. It's 150% density. It still looked good out of the package, but of course it looks even bigger now since I went ahead and fluffed it up some more. The more you fluff it, of course, the bigger it is going to get. I am not getting too much frizziness or flyaways with this unit, and of course I did mold and style this on the mannequin head, so it pretty much kind of set. And then the products that I use do help to protect against the frizziness and flyaways, just to kind of leave everything nice and neat. During the washing process, I did run into a little bit of shedding, and that's only because I did have to get through those coils that were already predefined. And then during the styling process, it wasn't as much shedding. It kind of slowed down. And then of course, while I was styling it and fluffing it up, I did end up kind of cutting into the hairline, but I really didn't notice anything as I was fluffing it up. Also decided to go in and bleach the knots just a little bit more. Now, you don't have to do that because the knots are pretty small, but I feel like they were a little bit darker, especially when you get back here. So I wanted it to all come together. The front of the hairline looked good, but I noticed just when it was going back this way, they were a little bit more darker. So I decided to go ahead and just bleach the whole thing. You guys know I already told you when I bleach one unit, I'm usually bleaching multiple units just so that I can go ahead and get it out the way and I don't have to be bleaching one by one when it is time for me to do reviews. So since I was already doing it, I was like, why not? It also ended up putting some powder into the parting space area just to kind of open it up and make it look more scalp-like. And I also did put a little bit of powder around the hairline. As far as the hairline goes, like I said, I plucked out a little bit more, but I also did put a little bit of my tint spray. I really felt like it wasn't needed because it came off darker, but I did go in with a lighter powder just so that it could look, you know, more scalp-like and not come off more on the oranger side. And it's funny because I only put like a little bit of the tint spray. I thought it was going to be a little bit too light, but it wasn't. So I don't feel like the tint spray was needed. When it comes to using tint spray, you just kind of have to really gauge the lace, but luckily the powder did end up working out. I used my olive oil fix it hold spray to adhere the lace. I did not go on the side just because I felt like it wasn't needed. When I fluffed up the hair, I feel like the hair was going to end up falling over the lace and it's not going to show. Of course, if I was going to pull this all the way up, I honestly probably still could have got away with not putting any adhesive on the side and just kind of pulling out a little bit of hairs. I think that would have worked out fine, but I like using that spray because it does dry down very quick and a little bit is only needed. So I just kind of sprayed up in here, and then I use my olive oil mousse. I've been using mousse lately to mold down the baby hairs. I just feel like it gives it a more softer look, and I can kind of always go in and redo them if I feel like they're not right without having to worry about any flakiness going on because they're not set in place. But I only did a little bit of baby hairs, just kind of right up in this area. Now the hairline looked really good, and you know, baby hairs could have been left alone, but I felt like it needed a little bit something right there. I didn't try to go in too much right up in here because I wanted y'all to see all of this. But on the side, I'm like, I need a little something. I need a little something more. I just did some very light ones. You know, I didn't pull out a bunch of hairs because of course I couldn't, because I didn't want to mess up the curls, but I feel like they look really good. So yeah, I had no issues with laying that down. Some people may not care about the root area being a little bit more straighter and then the rest of the hair being more of a tighter curl pattern. Now, at first I wasn't feeling it when I took it out of the package, but now that I have washed it, I kind of feel like it flows together. You guys see me use my hot comb just literally around here. I didn't even have to go up in here because it literally laid down very flat to my head. But that does not deter me from wearing a unit. I do have other units, of course, that I can rotate through if I want that, you know, curl pattern to start closer up to the root. But I feel like it looks good as is, so I'm not really too much bothered. One thing I do want to mention about this lace is that it is very durable. I had no issues when it came to washing, styling, and also bleaching. And I didn't feel like I was going to rip and tear the lace. Some laces are so soft and delicate that you're scared to even style it because you don't want to use like a rat tail comb because you feel like you're going to poke a hole through it. Now, I wouldn't just go and stick a rat tail comb through the lace, but I didn't feel like it was going to, you know, tear up right away. So that's another good thing about this lace. Know what you think about this unit. I do want to know if you guys are feeling it more straight out of the package or if you are feeling it after I have washed and styled it. If you are feeling this unit, I am going to make sure to leave all the links down below. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share, and like this video, and I will see you guys next time.